want
One of those. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the NFO. We've got a special guest, Mr. Bradley from CCF is in here hanging out with us.
What's happening, guys?
Reef. He's in there getting going. We got Mr. Trent from So Blessed Pops. Oh, he's running away too. This time of year is completely crazy. We're going to be doing everything. We'll do the Christmas giveaway. I assume most of these guys will be in here with me when we do that. We're going to have some fun there on Christmas. If we do it later, around 7, 8 o'clock at night. I haven't planned it yet. We'll plan it as we get closer. And we're just going to do what we do every year and just give tons of stuff away and have fun. This week has just been insanely crazy, bouncing around. Reese probably got as many hours as I do. I'm pushing 60 this week. My one day off, and my daughter's like, I got to go dress hunting, Dad.
Uh-oh.
Yep, she's got her Christmas party pageant thing coming. So she had to have a dress for that. I don't know if she's in it, but I don't know what she's doing. So we got all that good stuff. Wayne Deacon is in here. How are you doing?
What's up, Wayne?
What's going on, Wayne?
Yep, I had to work this weekend too. Heck, I just got done working before I got on.
And then next week we got our pop swap.
Yep, that's
Yes,
on
we
the
do.
Sunday.
Right, that's my only day off next week too.
Oh,
There he is.
I was like, we just lost Trent.
Yeah, that's next week is going to be fun too. Like I said, that's my only.
But that'll be a fun one.
Oh yeah, we'll all have fun there. And by the sounds of it, there's more people going to be there or interested in it, or seeing the posts and stuff like that, or commented on it. So
Yeah, like he asked if there was an Alice Cooper pop. There is. I don't have one.
I got to set some through. We can catch her up like it.
I did buy the Woo Owl had a special, and I'll be getting that here next week. I got that to come out too. I'll be doing one of his Christmas box double value, $50 for $100 worth of stuff was the minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum one he had was $400, and there he set them out as mysteries. So I bought one of those.
Yeah, Mama Fam, and I got this video to do back here. That's the Chalice Gold box, and this is the gold box, and that's the 3 boxes of autograph ones from the Black Friday sale.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
The only thing that's scary about it is, I'll talk about it when I do the video, but when I look down, I just see pops in bubble wrap. Like, I don't see boxes. Like, I've always been boxes.
Right.
So to me, when I don't see the boxes, that doesn't sound very random. It just sounds like they grabbed 6 pops, rolled them up, and threw them in there. But I don't know.
Right. They probably did that when they put it together, and that's fine. And then they marked each box, and as you bought it, then they slapped your label on it.
Yeah, well, see, they used to put them, boxception, and they'd have a box inside of the box, but these are just foiled up in there. And I don't see why they would, well, maybe just because of how, I guess, sought after there. Maybe they just put some bundles of 3 together automatically like that. I don't know.
The whole mystery box thing was my first time doing it, and it is a job.
Yes. Yeah. I have gotten to the point, unless it's somebody like Reef or there, I'm backing away from the mystery boxes because my wife put it to me real quick, and I used my Fred Flintstone. I spent $200 on a mystery box to get an anime mystery box, wanting an anime grail. Okay? And then I end up getting Fred Flintstone, which doesn't fit my collection. Granted, it was worth $200 at the time I got it, so it was a huge hit. But then the way my wife explained it, she was, okay, you want that Ochako from My Hero. She was, at the time, was only $160. She was, if you'd just spent $160 and bought your Ochako, guess what? You saved $40.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you look at those signatures and that, if you'd have just bought the ones you wanted from Chalice instead of buying the mystery box, you would have made money. You would have been guaranteed what you wanted. Now,
that's true. But, I haven't gotten a bad one yet, so I'm happy. But it's bound to happen.
It's going to be when you get those ones that you already have, or when you get the one you don't want. And it happens. Like there, I couldn't be mad with a friend Flintstone because it was one of my better hits. One of the pops in that box was worth the value of the box of what I paid. But it didn't fit my collection.
And that's kind of the same way with that gold box here. It was $200. They say it's guaranteed over $200 value. What's in it? I don't know.
Yeah, because that box said what you either get one or two pops.
Yep.
Or yeah, so you're guaranteed if you get a 2-pop. But I think it said if it was what? Well, obviously, minimum was $50. I think was roughly what that. If I remember the post right, the minimum was $50. So if you would get one that was $50, then the other one obviously was worth over 150.
Right.
But
yeah. But we'll see.
I get a mystery box that says guaranteed the money. It's only $1 over.
That's true too.
I've done boxes where it's guaranteed and it's like $20 under, and I was like, oh well, it was guaranteed that when I made the boxes like 2 months prior.
Right.
And I was like, okay, yep, I'm not buying from you again.
I included the shipping in there too.
A lot of them don't. That's what one of the things T-Roy's always been big on is they tell you this is it, so you do it, and then you have that. By the time you had the shipping, you actually lost money.
Right.
$200 guaranteed value. You're guaranteed $200, but you spent $250 to get it because of the shipping.
Right.
And there's those little things like that. That's the old downside to mystery boxes.
Well, yeah, just like doing the chase races. I paid $150 for both of these autographed, signed and done, and I've got $180 into just buying the chase races.
That's a lot of the times when you get right down to it, it's smarter to just go buy the chase. $50 sounds bad, but by the time you keep trying to get it, like I said, those Momos, I didn't realize I bought 7 or 8 of them at $15. Mm-hmm. If I'd have just bought one and then turned around and bought the chase, I'd be ahead in money.
Yep.
So you say T-Roy says that the shipping is supposed to be included in your value?
When you figure it out, what he says is you can't just figure the value and say, okay, like you only put $5 for shipping. When you buy your boxes, it's $55. You know, granted, you're only guaranteeing $50. That's great, but you said that. But when you
have it as like a like that bigger tier box, and then when you say, hey, yep, it's going to be all right. Well, I'm also paying $15.30 for shipping, and it says guaranteed $100. All right, well, I got a $101 box. Well, I also spent another $15.20 to ship it. So even if I were to sell all this, I'm out of my shipping costs.
Right.
And that's one of the things. It's normal in the boxes when you do.
So me accepting boxes from other people, I've never played that as a part. I never played the whole shipping as a part of it.
And you don't have to, but you should always figure it and say, look, it's one of those little asterisks that most people don't figure.
Yeah, the catch-22.
When you don't want to have to, you don't have to. It's how you do it, but it is, you still have that into it.
I always did it for the Mystery Girl boxes because each one cost you $19 roughly at when it's all said and done. So when I pull a Mystery Girl box that costs me $19 and I get a $6 pop, yeah, that's a big loss.
Yeah, that's a great example. That's a great example. Like the mystery boxes, how you're saying they were $20. I never included shipping being part of my value from them.
Like, so I would do it with them. If I'm buying a mystery box from somebody I know, I wouldn't. Me personally, I don't include the shipping. But when I'm doing it from, like if I were doing a whatnot mystery box or stuff like that, I still look at it as, all right, well, yep, they say, yep, it's $35 to a box, but it's still going to cost me $8 to ship it. So now I'm sitting at $43. I'm really hoping that, like, guaranteed value of whatever, and it's, all right, yep, if I get a $25 pop, yep, I just lost, $12.
I don't think I've ever bought a mystery box and it was $20 value.
That's not a good thing.
Mystery Girl?
Mystery Girl, I think I've hit like 2 or 3 that were over 20.
Not me.
But most of them are 10 and under.
My problem I have with Mystery Girl is I never fail. Young Buck, how you doing?
Yo, what's up, Young Buck?
When I got a star, like I got the that one campfire guy that they did for the charity for Australia. Cool pop. Got a star at the time. It was worth $60+. Now, literally, that pop is worth $15.
Yeah, see,
it was a star. You would think that if you're doing a star and something like that, it'd be something you think would hold its value.
Right. No.
But most of the things I got from them, literally, the values just drop on them. And again, I've had the bad luck. You've seen when I got the one, I got all the highest price one I got out of 4 of them was $8, and they were all smashed. Going, come on, guys! I realize the candy, and I realize you're trying to do. But when I get 4 pops and not a single one of them's over $8, and they're smashed.
Yo, quick draw.
They were put in their protectors. The protector's not damaged. So that means you knew they were smashed when you put them in there.
Right. See, I think I've gotten 5 boxes from them, and I've gotten 2 stars. I got the Data from the Goonies. Oh, and I got somebody from Supernatural, the one with the red eyes.
Right. And it's all about luck. And if you have that luck with them, that's where you get it. Just like it's funny, I don't know why. Freddy's box. Some people had horrible luck. Look at some of the stuff that T-Roy and Reef got from them. But yeah, I literally $15 one and pulled the $195 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Was it Rocksteady or Bebop? I can't remember which one.
Bebop.
You know, Freddy's box has always done me great. But after hearing what happened with Reef and T-Roy and seeing it, I stopped buying from them.
Oh, got the star. What is that one though?
The Freddy Funko it's one of the Superman. It's not Superman, but it's somebody from that line. It's a type of Superman.
It's when Superman was a Russian. I can't remember what it's called.
Was it the Black Superman?
He's great, but it's limited 525 pieces.
If you look, he's got like the hammer on his chest instead of the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's got the Soviet little.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, so there's been.
What the heck? She's supposed to be delivering to the rest of us.
That's always.
We should have got his first in Florida.
Waiting for my door to open up.
Exactly.
Oh.
Where's ours? Special guest brings special food in, doesn't deliver to us. You know, there's things called DoorDash.
Mine was called Wife Dash. She got it on her way home from work.
Heather.
Howdy, Heather.
See, Heather's on her way.
Yeah.
Hey, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, it was
I'll say she's the closest out of all of us, I'm pretty sure.
So here you go, Trent. Come take a bite. I don't know.
Yep.
You can come take a
Yeah,
bite.
today was a weird day. Last time I went out just the other Sunday, I couldn't find nothing I wanted. Today, my daughter went out. She spent $190. I'm like going, little girl, you were expensive. I'm much happier when you sit home and play Fortnite. Dad, I need this. Dad, we need these. Dad. I'm like, and how do you say no when she usually never asks for anything?
No.
You know how hard it was trying to play Fortnite today? I gave up. I'd log in. You have a 3-hour wait. Okay, yeah, I'll come back later. You have an hour wait. Okay, you have a 45-minute wait. I get in, and as soon as I drop, you're disconnected. I'm like, okay, log back in. You have an hour wait. I'm like, yep, nope, I'm good.
Oh, that would be crazy.
I'll wait a couple more days.
I streamed it for a good 3 hours.
Yeah.
Didn't mess
I
with a lot of people.
Hey, don't be surprised. One of these days with everything we're going, you talk about how it's been crazy getting people. I thought about saying, oh, the NFL has been changed to a Reef Fortnite stream.
Yeah.
Oh, you're still loading, young buck? Dang.
Yeah, I was able to get my update pretty quickly and all that, but it was. I think I got when I was able to play. I just did a couple of rounds, and I was like, "Okay, let's see what's all different and whatnot." And I got second twice, and that's about as good as I've done so far.
Did you happen to catch the trailer of the season?
It would.
See the
I
Easter
started
egg in the tunnel?
See the what?
Did you see the Easter egg on the wall in the tunnel?
No.
They've got the Ninja Turtles coming out.
Oh, do they? Oh.
My daughter told me, she called me when my first Bradley got on. I had to go see that they have them as Legos. Dad, they're Legos. Dad, you have to see they're Legos. They're gonna have Legos in here, Dad.
Yeah, right now it's a big Lego collab. I think as soon as they open up the subway, the Ninja Turtles will be out.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, because I know my son was like, "Oh, you gotta get the battle pass." I'm like, "Why?" "Oh, this is the last chance you got at getting Peely." I think that was the last one to grow. I'm like, I'm good. I don't walk around as a banana. I play as my 2 characters right now.
I play as a lot of different characters, but most of the time I'm running around as my Janky from the Super Plastics. My kids were so excited because I've had all those different Super Plastics when they were in there. Dad, your toys are in Fortnite.
All right, I'll be quiet.
Don't be quiet. Do it.
It's a trailer. Nationwide.
Yeah. Like, as soon as you get it, I mean, it posts is open. And then I had to watch. So, because it was last night at 11 o'clock, it did the changeover, right? Where you do the whole big battle sequence and all that before it shuts down.
It was something before then because I tried to go, before I went to work, I tried to log in. There was a big problem. I couldn't even get into Destiny. I tried to get into Fortnite and it said I had an hour wait. And I'm hardwired in with really good internet here at my house. I mean, with everything going on. And I couldn't even get into Fortnite yesterday before work.
Oh, because I think they were saying there was 2+ million per hour on it. So that was just kept bogging it. And then at 11 o'clock, I think was supposed to be the big, was it the big show or whatever?
Well, it was for 2 o'clock. It was for 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 11 o'clock. But at 2 o'clock, 10.6 million people were attending it, and it crashed everything. So they were apologizing and saying that they were going to try and do it again, but instead they kicked everybody off and decided to do maintenance. So they finally started letting people back on around like 10 o'clock, 9:30ish, and like Quick Draw is saying, we played a match and won it, and then Big Bang just came up under us, and we clicked on it, and it brought us into the M&M show at 11 o'clock.
No more quest farming. That's the best part to do in Team Rumble. Simon, how you doing, man?
How we doing?
What up, Simon?
Yeah, Mr. Simon's here. Turning this into Fortnite chat. I like it. Something different.
I don't play it, so I don't know.
That's the thing in which I've said from day one when we started this thing. We all have to have something a little different. We all have Funko in common. But let's be honest, if you just do Funko, you get burnt out. You get burnt out in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have something else that you do to make it to where you can do it, because Funko does a lot of stuff, to be honest. It just drives me up the wall. Fortnite doesn't do it.
I'm about to kick Funko off this shirt and put Fortnite there.
New Fortnite order. And then every year, just a new F word.
Yeah.
2023 was Funko. 2024 is Fortnite. 2025, who knows what it'll be.
Fritos.
New Frito order. It's crazy because even like here, when you start talking about how I do my shorts with all the cards, when I was doing Dragon Ball, it was so huge. Now I might get 300-400 views on a Dragon Ball. But One Piece, everybody started catching on and someone caught it.
Yeah, everybody's onto those One Piece cards, which, I mean, I got the One Piece Dragon Ball crossover cards. They look nice, but
people are just catching because the announcer from one of the arcs in One Piece name is Getz. And then one of the streamer, your YouTube guys, uses that for a slang word of ass. So then someone put great card Getz, and everybody thought he was calling me an ass. And I'm like, you realize the Getz card is in there. There is a character with that exact name. There you go. Those are cool.
Oh, nice.
Kind of neat. I like the box.
Yeah.
I couldn't complain. I took advantage of the Black Friday deal. I got an entire box of the One Piece that just come out that were usually selling at $120 for $80.
Wow.
There you go.
I've only opened half of it and I've already got my money back. I got the alternate art Sanji that was worth $60, and I got some of the other big hits like I don't remember which ones now, Sabo and other big characters in there. And I've only opened half the box, and I've already paid for the box.
Mm-hmm.
I did that. I bought because they also had a deal. Oh, not that one. Where is it? Oh, maybe I already threw it away. But I got another Elite Trader box they had there of the. No, I don't think I did it. But they had their Elite Trader boxes for $35 at Galactic Toys. So I picked up an Elite Trader box from there. It's like 9 packs for $35.
Is that the Pokemon or for the One Piece?
Oh no, that was for Pokemon.
Gotcha.
Well, I got a box of the One Piece and I got a Pokemon. I spent $90 for both of it, and I'm like, if I'd have just bought the One Piece of normal thing, it would have been $120 for the box of that. So $30 off and basically gave me a free Pokemon Trader box.
Perfect.
I wouldn't complain about that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, there's a lot of Funko coming out right now that I like, but the problem is they're so mass producing it, it's not hard to get.
Well, that's like how I looked at it is, like, because you have the Ginyu Force, you're going to get the Black Light. I'm just going to get the 5-pack, because then I'm also going to try and get the Android 4-pack. Because to me, that makes more sense. Let me just get the 4-pack of Androids, 5-pack of the Ginyu Force. I don't know if I'm going to get any of the GT.
I don't know.
I mean, we might have to get you an abundance of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but that's like because that's what these cards are is all the GT stuff.
That was never.
So that's the pack art. Oh.
Right.
So this is the One Piece. Yeah.
There's a red pack. They call it the Red Gogeta pack that he got into. I never got them because to me it was all GT and I didn't really want them.
So like this, there's your One Piece card, and then you get your Dragon.
I like that one.
And like here's I forget how much these boxes were going for, but it's 2 cards per pack.
Some of those bigger ones that are better cards, that's what they do. They're
And then so like you get your promo card or your promo pack. I mean, then that's Chopper.
Tony Chopper. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely got more Dragon Ball characters, which I was excited about because I know nothing of One Piece.
I know there's a lot of characters I've never seen. That's about all I got.
Yeah, but you got to if you break down Mama J and give One Piece a chance.
Yo, okay.
One Piece is one of those things that it's different than most of them because you literally have that much stuff. There's that much content. Frieza.
Oh, Frieza's cool.
Launch.
I was thinking when I was looking at these, I would have thought that it would have been, if there's only 2 cards, I was expecting 1 Dragon Ball, and then if there's one of the hits.
Oh, that looks cool.
And then there's.
I think Young Buck wants to see your Christmas tree behind you.
Who? Mine?
Yeah.
That's Kaido's son/daughter.
Oh, that's cool. Where'd you get that at?
Walmart.
Pop Cops is here.
So Walmart
has these trees. They have the DIY kits. they have the 2-packs.
They
So
do have a Nightmare Before Christmas tree too.
yeah, so there's 3 sets. So there's Buddy the Elf. There is Nightmare Before Christmas, and then there is Rudolph. So in all 3 of them, we'll have 2 DIY pops, a 2-pack. They'll have the Christmas tree. Then they have a pen set. So all 3. So there's 2 pops. So then you got.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Gohan's dad.
Yeah.
Reef, are you into Jujutsu Kaisen?
I have no idea who that is. That's a One Piece.
I don't know that one either, Ian. I know One Piece that might be one of the newer ones. Kenneth Beard.
What's up, Kenneth?
Jujutsu Kaisen, do you?
You talking to me?
Yeah, do you do the Jujutsu Kaisen line?
No.
Okay.
No.
I know you're doing some Naruto, and I forgot
I don't do that or the Fire Force thing.
Fire Force is easy. That one's done. They lost the lights thing for now.
Really?
That's complete.
And then isn't this the guy that keeps on disappearing?
Yep, gets lost.
Well, see, that's what I'm wondering. Are they going to bring it back if they get the license back?
They might. They've done it with other ones.
And look what happened with Power Rangers.
There we go.
That's a
Freedom
nice
Card Sufferer. We were just talking about him.
Freedom.
Well, Reef, so tell me if you've got one of these or if you need this. Hold on real quick. I'll put you back, Trent. If you need one of these, I'll have to see if they have any more. I only grabbed a couple.
No, I don't have anything box lunch or FYE. I don't have because it's so far away. I feel like if I make that 2-hour trip, they're not going to have it, and I'm just
right. This was released last week. They said that it was there. I went to get them. They were gone. I went in today, and they had 2, and you can only buy 2, and Bradley had asked me to grab one if it was there. I didn't know if you needed one, so next time I go in, if they have another one, I'll grab another one for you.
And you know what's weird is I have multiple big malls around me, but none of them have those stores in them.
Yeah, I say we only have 2 box lunches by us. There's one over, there's 3, I think.
Hey, Freedom, you said you only had spicy. I just have to figure out how I'm going to get him in there because this box might be interesting. I told you I'm adding to your box.
Oh, Slim Jim.
You only tried the spicy. They had the original and the mild. I was out shopping today. I found some stuff.
I like the what is it? The Sonic chili cheese dog one.
Those might be heading to you eventually.
Mama J said any booze in that day.
I don't know. I don't think so. But here's a really nice future trunk.
That's safe. See, now, these are some of the ones you look at those. Doesn't that remind you? Have you ever watched One Punch Man? The way they had
I actually like it.
One Punch Man?
I know what you're trying to get out of it, but
I feel like yours.
Hey, Ashley, Mom.
No, I'm not saying I don't like the One Punch. I do, but just to see the arts in this and to see it mixed with One Piece, when to me it looks more like One Punch Man. It doesn't look like either one of their art styles.
If you kind of look at them, they are off a little bit.
It's the art, the way they're doing them, and it's different. It's weird to me to see. If you're going to do a collab, it seems like you want to take one art style to the other, but to take a total third style anime and be doing it in that art style, that was what was off to me, and it was just weird. Even though they look cool.
Right.
Give me a second.
And then there's the non-Super Saiyan future trunk.
See, if he was bald, doesn't he look just like Saitama right there?
Yeah. But I got really excited because when I hear a collab, I'm thinking of what they showed on this display box.
What's up, SA Mom?
Which they might, but I see that, I think of, all right, I'm gonna have these characters like dressed up. Like I'm gonna have a pirate Goku and a pirate Vegeta and
That
stuff like that.
that's what I'm getting. That's what I was thinking when I saw it. You figured it'd be the characters in the art styles of that. And then to see the art style and have it to look more like a total third anime that I didn't expect. I was like, wait a minute, it's just, it feels weird.
Yeah.
It's different. It's just a different art style than what we're used to seeing.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's really a lot of what it is.
Let's say Mama J wanted to see a Boo.
Oh.
So you can take me up. I gotta find one. I'm sure I have some.
I have the Boo that you gave me. And hey, Trent, of the anniversary ones, there you go. That's cool.
That's a cool Vegeta.
Of your anniversary ones, here's your stack of doubles I have for you.
Sweet.
And yes, I have a Boo in here somewhere. I just got to get it. There's that one. Where is it? Because it's actually the one you gave me. I have a Boo.
Read it.
You know what's cool about Boo? One of my favorite things to do. You got to remember, Boo was made by Bibbidi. It went to his son Boppity.
Bibbidi Boppity Boo.
Bibbidi Boppity Boo. And yes, that was done intentional, guys.
I mean, there's that's Vegito, right?
I believe so. Yes.
And I like this one because this is the original Goku Kaioken.
Right.
Well, this is another one of those sets where you only get 2 cards in a pack, and it introduces 2 puzzles, and this is all straight Dragon Ball.
I've had 6 boxes, and there's different puzzles in there that aren't even together. And I have so many special things. It's like there's 50 of these, and you only get 1 in every so many boxes.
Probably the one thing he was good at. And not really.
The only time he was alive.
Yeah.
He was alive.
My dead Yamcha up there. Going in the background. Of all the Dragon Balls you collect, that's one of the ones you have to get. The dead Yamcha. Mama J, they've got so many Boo Pops. I got rid of a bunch of these guys, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different Boos here. And at one point in time, I didn't realize that I had 10 different Boos.
I think I got like 4.
I know I have the newest one. And I have, I think so. May or may not be a Chase.
Mama J, both those shelves behind me used to be Dragon Ball. Until 2 of the guys in this group come in and help rate it to make it smaller. I really did appreciate it because I had way too many.
Yeah, see, here's this Boo. Chase.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's got the ghost?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the one I want.
That's the one I'll be giving to Dan for you. Because I bought a case of that. Because I wanted to make sure I got the Chase.
Because all that is, the Chase is the ghost glows.
Yeah, the ghost glows.
Well, I'll send you a comment and you can make it glow and it'll look better than theirs.
I'll make that thing green.
Make him neon.
Yeah, well, it all depends because some of them have different body parts that glow too.
The head, the arm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Johnny Nitro.
Yo, what up, Johnny?
Hey, Johnny.
Everybody thinks that I do only anime from the way it is, but if you look behind my desk, I got Marvel Blacklight over there. My wife has the Nightmare Before Christmas. I've got my Halo collection. I've got so many different music ones. I've got a bunch of the die-cast ones. My one daughter's into Hello Kitty. It's crazy with all the different pops I look around that I have. But they're not anime. But
Up here, I got like My Hero Academia, the Naruto, and this is kind of now I just started making my autograph shelf, so these are going to be all autographs here. And then down here is like Bleach and stuff like that. But then you look out there and there's My Hero Academia, Naruto.
My Hero is as bad as Dragon Ball with how many pops they have. Literally, I've got everything around my desk, the wall, the stand beside my desk, the other stands beside my desk is all My Hero.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know, you know, but I need an adult.
I got a lot of One Piece. That one I try to limit. I only want the crew. I've been trying to down, but I do have Don Flamingo, Trafalgar Law. I don't have the big two. I do not have the original Flock Chopper, or the Brook Khan.
Oh, Dan, I gotta ask you one thing. I gotta find it. I think it's in one of those tins. Did you get a card that like folds out?
The Rose one, yeah, it's like a 3-layer.
Yeah.
Like a trifold?
I didn't realize how inappropriate those can be. Oh. Oh. Let's see which ones. Because there's two. Because this was my numbered card.
Isn't that the okay? Yep.
So you get a number card, and then you get your waifu pack, which is your fold out. I gotta remember if I can. So there's the two husbands. I don't know if I can show you their wives on screen. So.
See, I didn't get one of those.
Yeah, I got one in mine.
You have to send me a picture of that one. Not on here.
But yeah.
What's that one from?
That is from it's a rosé. It's a metal tin that opens up.
Oh, that's cool.
And that actually opens up like a book.
If you open it up and it's and the cards are really cool. I got a pre-release in it, which I was excited to see. It was a pre-release is literally like the old school manga announcement.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those, but I didn't get a pre-release. It's some crazy stuff when you see some of those. Inuyasha is a pretty cool one. I never got into it. My sister got into that because at the time I was telling myself I didn't watch anime, but yet I was watching Bleach.
Anime.
Inuyasha was an anime. I didn't think Bleach was.
Yeah, see, I just got this Inuyasha pop in a mystery box.
There you go. See, I have one or two. Like I think I have the one that's got him in like he's got like rose petals or something around him.
I did, but I don't. See, it's really kind of weird. There's so many things I'm trying to figure out, and just to thin some stuff out because I have so many different stuff.
The hardest part is just picking what you want to collect.
Well,
Yeah.
Once you start collecting, and that's what we always talk about, collecting what you love, because once you start collecting anything, you run out of room so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, perfect example. I used to have that table cleaned off, and now with all the Funkos and everything in there, it's just crazy with stuff.
Oh, yeah. That room's the same way. Back, you didn't even see our videos back here.
All right, Freedom. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Freedom.
Take it easy.
Hey,
See, now that's the one I kept. I got that one.
yeah.
It's the Vegeta Furry.
Yep.
For.
We getting so many of those. Yeah.
Thanks, Freedom. Take it easy, buddy. Yeah, there's so many different things going on. It's crazy. And as we try to do all this stuff, to take it on a serious note and say something with, especially like with a T-Roy thing, hoping everything's all right with him. He's very, very right. And he always says that. Don't forget, guys, who was here. Take 5 minutes to just call a family member. Make sure they're all right. Tell them you love them. Because right now, is we all know we're all going through things and we all know how life goes. But you never know. Just sometimes that little thing of saying, hey, how you doing? I actually care.
Yeah, life moves too fast anymore.
It is. Did you guys know some of the stuff that's been going on and how quick it is and where life changes? I mean, heck, last year at this point in time, Trent never thought, at least maybe he didn't know more. I didn't think Trent was going to be sitting where he is. I would have never thought. This was crazy. Life happens fast. Yep. Stay positive just to try to keep everybody there and just to say, hey, how y'all doing? Friends make the difference in the world. That's why I do YouTube. I don't get paid for this. I got a lot of subscribers on there. I never push everything. See, and that's it, Johnny. Isn't that such an awesome thing? You guys like you actually make me feel bad, even though I know because I raised my niece and nephews and help to take time and enjoy. I'm looking at Johnny showing off the pictures of his little girl, and then I'm looking at my mouthy little girls. And Caitlin go, well, why did you guys like me better when I was a kid? We love you now, but
especially all the stuff you do for them. Like yesterday, I was up at 5 a.m. to get ready for a cheer meet.
Right. And that's it. You're there, and you wouldn't miss it for the world. I got the picture of Lorna when she was doing it with her flowers and carrying her to her cheerleaders and stuff. And they're some of the greatest things you'll ever do.
Yep.
But as it goes so fast.
Just like I remember when my kids were younger, they played soccer. Oh, man, we had 3 kids in 3 different leagues and 3 different fields with 2 people to watch them. You'd be running all over the place. And it was a pain, but you loved every second of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like most of her tournaments or her competitions are Friday and Saturdays, and they're at least an hour away. So now it's like, all right, so you got to sit there and like, all right, figure out, all right, now we got, an extra 4 hours of a week of extra drive-ins. You got to plan that in the budget. And then, all right, how am I going to get the 2 boys along to actually enjoy it and behave? But, I mean, this weekend went over good. My mom came down and helped me, and, I mean, it was awesome. I mean, for her first competition, I mean, they took second overall.
That's cool.
So
that's awesome.
And one of the teams there was 2 schools there that one of them they lost to had multiple state championship coaches.
Nice.
So this is for middle school. And then the same thing with the other team. So it was awesome. See them, all the girls, they had a few mess ups here and there, but for their first competition, they took second, and the girls last year, they didn't place, their highest place didn't happen until the last competition of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Now, Reef, you already showed you'll get that thinking, and you also said you don't have one of these. I'll throw a comment in for you along with the one I'm going to have you customize. We'll get some. I'll make sure to get something. I got to get something going for you for Christmas. It's hard. Popcats travel volleyball. As you get to
no, I tried the mystery box thing for Christmas, and I really wound up giving away more than anything. Like I need something like pirate shipping or something, dude. Like my shipping down here is horrible.
It is up here. The prices have went through the roof, man.
And plus it's the holidays right now. Holidays, they bump it up.
That's why, like here, even like where I'm buying that last box from you to give away, I'll tell people when I do the giveaway, it's not being shipped till after the first year when shipping comes back down. I'm going to do the giveaway on Christmas, but it's not being shipped out until after. Mama J says she uses PayPal shipping. It's pretty good. But just the difference in cost. I saved myself $100 last year because I estimated all the shipping, and then I waited. Let me put you on big so you can show them. There you go. Those will be coming to you. You got to have a pre-release sticker on it.
Yeah.
Part of your Christmas gift.
Yeah, that was one thing I made sure that I ordered a case of this because I'm not going to miss out on it because I'm not going to find those in stores.
No. Every place you go to like FYE, they have 1,000 of the Gokus, but there's no chases out there.
No chases nowhere.
It's like, where are all the chases? They pulled them all.
Well, that and the chases are...
Since Funko don't guarantee them anymore, they're just not shipping them.
Well, because I want to say it's what the chase is right around $45.50, so...
Right, but before
give it a month and everybody needs money and I can get it for $30. Because especially with how many they dumped out.
Just like my mind was blown, I was going to get a Robert Pattinson, even though I don't, my personal belief, did he act good in the job? Did he do good as Batman? Yes. Was the story good? No. If you watch that story and you tell me that was a good Batman story, you did not watch that movie. Because I'm sorry, the very best thing, it starts, he's got Catwoman already tagged, knows where she lives, and he's got his lead over here as the other guy, and he follows her. As a detective, that's one of the dumbest things you would ever do. You follow the guy who's running his mouth at your lead, who's running, because you can go to her anytime. You've already got her tagged. But follows her, his love interest, and the guy gets killed, then all more twists goes on. He wasn't a good detective in that. That's all story and writing. I think the acting, I actually didn't want him to be a good Batman, but he was. He did a decent job. I just thought the story was horrible. But as you were saying, like here, I waited on this one because I did want it one, but I got this one. Well, I got this for $35. The Freddie Funko Batman from that one. It was from 2 years ago, the Blacklight. You check it out, I was shocked. He said it was $70 PPG, but if you check the PPG, this thing's $85. That's why I always tell people, if you're ever looking for a deal and trying to find something, and just look at, don't be afraid if you're on Whatnot to check the luau out. He does double value all the time. That's his big thing when he's on there. He's like, if I'm doing a $50, it's going to be $100. If I'm doing, he does $20 where you're guaranteed $40. To just look for a pop and just to do something like that, those are the mysteries that make it worth it, because then your freight's added in and it's covered. You know, so I paid with freight $61 a box I have coming. I'm guaranteed at least $100 to maximum of $400. You don't know, it's a mystery because it's a Christmas special, but you're guaranteed over $100. That's what makes those fun, is when you get something like that or like this.
Yeah, but he definitely buys a lot of mystery boxes and don't want half the shit he buys. So it's easy to do something like that.
Exactly.
Put my shoes on and try and make a double value box.
You can't. Like me, the only way I could do it is if I went to these people and I went out and actively looked and found like people selling lots, but you have to put a ton of money in to do it. For me and you to do it, the only way we're going to do it is if I go to my thing right now with my extras that I've got from just different things than that, from mystery boxes.
Yeah.
Which
I can do the same thing. I'm not going to make a profit. I'm going to take a loss trying to put a mystery box like that together, because you figure like I have 2 big boxes of $5 pops that I probably spent $15 on a piece, at least, if not 20.
If you
but it's one of those things where
that should be your free giveaway in every one, Bradley.
Yeah, with my box, though, I mainly wanted to give away them customs. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's what was nice with your boxes. The custom is what everybody.
Yeah.
Pop Cops, I really, I don't think the story was good in it. And that's where I'm giving them credit. I think the acting was done all right. I don't feel like they were given a good story with that Batman. All the potential in the world. I like the idea of showing a younger Batman and showing him just getting started. The premise was there.
I think they did awesome with, what was it, the Gotham series. I only watched like the first or 2 series, but then it got to be too much. I like that line. I like that really young Bruce Wayne concept.
I like that, but that lost me right in the beginning. I couldn't watch it because Gordon wasn't there when his parents got killed. Part of why him and Gordon were always so close is depending on whether it was his jacket, a blanket, some sort of comforting. Gordon was there and comforted Bruce Wayne when his mom and dad died. And that's why they were so connected. And in the Gotham series, he wasn't even there. He didn't meet him till months or years. I was kind of confused by that after his parents died. It's like, so the whole premise of why they became close was wiped right out in the beginning. Because this guy was there and actually took an effort and cared for a little kid. That's where Bruce saw that Gordon was, somebody worth it. Batman's one of my definite. I like Batman because he literally has no powers.
I don't know much about Batman.
His whole big power was he was a detective. You give him time to figure it out, he could use his brain. That was all it was about.
And he just had all the money to buy the gadgets.
Right. That's what
he was a more. He's like Iron Man, but Iron Man is more mechanically knowledgeable, where Batman's more, like that detective type stuff.
One of my favorite sayings has been, as a kid, you love Batman. As an adult, you realize the Joker was right.
I'll give a spoiler alert since my box is sold out already. I lied about the 5 customs. I put 6.
Sweet.
Ooh.
So there's an extra in there.
Nice.
Right.
Surprise.
Remind me, I'll do that while we're sitting here, while you guys are talking.
Yeah.
Just like I don't have to worry about the Sesamaru. We haven't done the video yet, but I'll show you guys. I now don't have to do any more chase races for Sesamaru. I got them completed.
And then speaking of chase races, you guys need to go back and watch all of Bradley's videos.
Oh, that's
add
right.
up the points, go back to one of his last videos, and put who won the battle, and by how many how many points, you get a chance to get a signed pop.
This one right here, as a matter of fact.
Hey, Reef, do you ever look when you're checking a Venmo, like what I put in some of the things and why I'm sending you money?
I'm literally like a week new in the Venmo.
The first time I sent you it so that they can't try and send it.
I did see you put
The second one I put mystery, and the last one I just sent you because I can.
Yes.
That way, if they try to say, well, why are you this? I'm like, really?
Because I can.
Yeah, like I was telling you, I had multiple people be like that. Why isn't Venmo one of your payment options?
PayPal did a lot of stuff with me, and they locked me out, and they said that, you have to have all your account stuff in there. And then they're like, well, we need to go through all your account transactions. No, you do not. The second you have to tell me that I got to send you and let you go through every transaction I make in my bank account is the second I will not use you.
Yeah.
That to me, I'm like, no, I'm done. Thank you. I used PayPal for quite a while, but as soon as they had to have that, I'm like, nope, bye, thank you.
It's none of their business.
Right. It's like, wait a minute. Why do you need to know what I do? You have access. Either let me give the money because I have the money or take the money. You don't need to know what's going on in my account. Yeah, but it's in their rights. And I'm like, why? What? They said suspicious activity. What's suspicious about my account? Can you tell me? No, we don't have to. Well, then you don't have to have access to my account. Thank you.
Yep. Billy. Yeah.
And I haven't used PayPal since. If they can't give me a reason that they feel the need to go through my account to see all my transactions, I don't feel they need that.
Well, just like when we got our house here, I remember the first year we had it, there was a lot of, before we bought it, a lot of consumers charges that nobody were paying. They would just rack up a bill and move on to do whatever. Well, we moved in and we transferred our service from one house to this house. And it went on for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months. And they're like, they call us up and say, we're going to shut your power off if you don't give me your social security number. And my wife's like, I'm not giving you my social security number. She's like, you already got it. Like, you have to punch it into the phone to talk to you guys. And like, we had to give it to us. And she's like, I'm not gonna. They shut our power out for 3-4 days over it. And she still wouldn't give it to them. Finally, we had somebody look into it, and we got a bunch of power for free for a couple months just because they were in the wrong. And I don't know, it was a big old mess.
Yep, I've seen that stuff. They think we had an issue with our business because the old owners didn't pay off the stuff. So I had to pay $5,000. And it was stupid. It's like you just said, we'd had our business for 3 months making all the payments. And they're like, well, you still owe it. I'm like, no, I don't. Here's the 3 months I had it. This is when it switched. These are our 3 months, and they were all paid. They're like, well, if you don't pay $5,000, we're shutting you off. Well, a bowling alley without power is kind of useless.
Right.
So I paid the $5,000, and they looked into it, and we ended up getting $5,000 back, and then they gave us a free month.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, they were wrong. The same type of thing as they're going, why? Well, the old owners didn't pay their bill when they paid it off.
Right.
Well, that's between you and them. I had nothing to do with it. I paid my first 3 months.
Right, exactly. I just remember my wife sitting there fighting with him on the phone. Their mom with him. She's like, the government won't ask for my social security number. She goes, you think you got more power than the government? I would chuckle. I'm like, Jesus, just tell them they're going to shut the power off. And they sure did. But I guess she got the last laugh in the end.
There is stuff like right now. I kind of a couple weeks ago got kicked out of work for doing my job. In repair, when cars are rode up, I have to do what's the repair. If I break a bolt, I'm then responsible for the entire thing. If not, I'm only responsible. If I don't break a bolt, I'm only responsible for what's marked up. Well, there was the parts on a fender, the A-pillar and the door. I fixed those gaps by just pushing it in because it was out. Well, the hood hit. They're like, you should have seen that. I'm like, no, I didn't work on that. I didn't break a bolt. I didn't move the fender. I just did this. And that's what it tells you I did. Nope, this is your job. You're refusing to do it. They threw me out for refusal to do my job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I didn't refuse to do my job. I did it the way I was trained. And this is how we proceed in what I do. So then the next day, she didn't kick me out the first day when she brought that to me. So the next day I started checking them all. And they're not buying right, and I'm shutting down production. I'm like, I have to check all this. You told me to. Well, come on, we got to get production moving. We will. I'm doing it as fast as I can. You said this is part of my job. So I'm doing it. So then I get called to the committee. They said I was refusing to do my job. I'm like, how did I refuse to do my job? It's the same thing there. You're talking. You didn't refuse to do anything. You kind of did with Social Security. You don't need it.
Right.
This is what we have to do. We don't have to do this. We have to do this. And too many people, it's that little thing. If you give this much, they want this much.
Yep.
This is what we have to do. This stuff out here doesn't matter. They want all that stuff, and I don't get it, why they want to overreach it into our accounts or personal life for stuff that they don't need.
It's information.
And information is gold.
Then that's all they want.
That's one of the big things. You shouldn't have to give your numbers to somebody if you don't want to.
Right.
Spoiledness, I guess. Oh.
So you guys watching the new Jujutsu Kaisen?
Not yet.
Oh, Lord. I won't say nothing.
I am so far behind. I haven't seen that. I had a guy come into work. He's like, oh, my God, the new Loki series. I'm like, I haven't got past season 1. I haven't had time. He's like, 2 is so great. You got to binge watch it.
So what I do for the Marvel ones is I will get to the point where I will wait for all of it to be done, and then I can binge watch it all at once.
Yeah.
Because I remember with the Loki series doing that, going, no, I don't want to wait another week. I want to know now.
I did that with
and then I think
I watched that one all at once.
That's
She-Hulk. That's what I did because I was like, I can't do this. Like this is so bad. And then like was it the WandaVision?
I couldn't do that.
I first 3 episodes I did not finish. But then because me and my office girl were watching it, she was like, well, you gotta watch. Did you watch the latest one? No, I haven't watched it. But I can't. I get 5 to 10 minutes into it and I stop watching. I can't do it. And then she's like, okay, well, you just go. Well, when the 4th episode hit is when actually things start happening. And she's like, oh, now you can watch it. And I was like, okay, yes, now I can get into it.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one?
Demon Slayer. I couldn't get into Demon Slayer at all.
I got into it, but the problem was I got overloaded by it since the little ears aren't here. That's all she's into for the longest time. And it just got to be so much of being, felt like it was being shoved down my throat. Even though it was cool being force fed it, I had to step back. And, eventually I'll go watch it. But everybody complains about One Piece. And that's what I love. I love about One Piece is what everybody complains. There's 1,000.
Bradley, I felt like, though, if I turned the volume down, I could get into it. So does that kind of make sense?
So that's what will turn you off with all
the last series, sort of say, the Swordsmith Village. I wasn't that impressed. It just seemed really rushed to me compared to all of the other ones that they've done. Like Mugen Train, they were on a frippin' train for like 24 episodes. Then they're in this whole Swordsmith Village with a whole story with the Yujiro sword and all the sword makers and Mitsuri and all those people just got jammed into 12 units and shot right out. So did I like it? I liked it, but it was tough to watch because it was just too fast paced. They fought Enmu for 5 straight 5 straight episodes. Well, Mitsuri fought, they fought the 3 guy, whatever his name is, for like 1 episode. Then Mitsuri came in, and then all you saw was her almost die, and then he died when they killed him. I'm like, really?
Spoiler alert.
You're welcome.
Hey, him and Kay are great for that.
I don't know who any of these people are, but
way too quick.
That's kind of it. Anytime Kay goes, spoilers galore. Bradley and Kay will spoil it all.
In a heartbeat. It's been out for half a year. I'm sorry.
It's all right. There's a lot of it. That's what everybody dislikes, they say, because One Piece has so many amounts. But that's what I like about it. If I get fed up with an arc and I don't like the way it's going, there's certain ones like, I'll tell you, if you ever watch One Piece, I hate the thriller bark. I hate it. I should love it. It's like a Halloween costume vampire zombie type thing. But the main villain has this voice. And he's always going, and it gets on my nerve. And it made the way that guy does it, stand up on the back of my neck, and I can't listen to it. The premise.
Turn the volume down, man.
That's right. It's like Reef said. Turn that volume right down.
The premise.
So then, did you watch the live action one?
The live action one, okay, it skipped over certain things and changed things, and it was really good. And for what you have to do for that, it did a great job. There are things that I think it cut out that are going to end up being trouble to see how they're going to do later.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain characters they cut out. If anybody's watched One Piece, there's a guy, he does some other stuff. He's an octopus guy. He plays a big part in Arlong Park. Is the first time you see him. He's one of Arlong's guys.
Mm-hmm.
He's not in the live action. But then later
he was.
Huh?
I know who you're talking about. I wonder where he was.
Right. But later he's going to be in when they go to the Fishman.
Yeah.
And he's also in the Saba Odi arc with there, and he plays a big part that goes on. So he plays bigger roles later, but they left him out because of how much they figured, even with all the CGI, how much it would have took to make him.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's going to make me wonder how they're going to do the further episodes when he becomes a bigger character.
They'll introduce him slowly. Well, look at Bugsy. Like, you barely saw him until the very end. I mean,
how are they going to do Chopper? And you want a neat thing that's going around right now? We all know Jamie Lee Curtis from Horror, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She actually, the lady who plays Nami, is best friends with her daughter. And Jamie Lee Curtis is a huge One Piece fan. She wanted to be in it. She actually wanted to be Nico Ramen, who's her favorite character. But she said, the truth is I'm too old to play that character. So she wants to play Tony Chopper's mom, the doctor. And they said that they're talking. Jamie Lee Curtis, if they get to Chopper, will be in there. They said, as far as we're concerned, it's between your agents and this. We're going to make it happen. To have a star like that wants to be part of it, that big of a name, and who is a One Piece fan,
Well, when it first came out, it wasn't that big. But then after about a month, it just blew up into something that, I mean, you heard it and seen it everywhere.
Well, it's made a lot of people like, okay, I know T-Roy don't like it. Dr. Applesauce was not a One Piece fan. He watched the live action, and he's like, well, here comes the problem. Now I'm about to start a 1,000-episode anime because my wife does not like anime at all. But she watched it one time through and said it's a pretty good little series.
Yeah, and I think that's where you hit it off, is that you get people that have that stereotypical anime type of mindset of I'm not that's for children, that's for kids, because it's a cartoon. Well, now you just made it live action. Okay, now I'm interested. That's what I think Disney did with all of the old Disney stuff. Kids nowadays, unless they're little and they're watching cartoony stuff, they're not really watching the new animated movies as much. So what you do is you get the parents like, here's live action. It feels more realistic, just like everything else in the world is becoming more and more realistic. And you have this classic that, hey, my parents watched this, so guess what? Hey kids, we're gonna go watch this remake of a movie when I was a kid, but it's in a way it's almost geared more toward kids nowadays.
I hope that what I saw was a fake thing, that they're already redoing Frozen. I knew that was going to happen, but they said that the characters, no, live action, they're redoing Frozen. They're coming out with a 3 in an animation, but then they're coming out with redoing the original Frozen in a live action. And
is it the holiday special or is it a movie?
The movie, the original Frozen movie.
Okay, because I know like they've been doing like for Christmas the last couple of years, they've been doing that live like theatrical performance around Christmas time.
Pop Mafia. Yeah, they showed it in the preview, just same thing. It's movie 1. They have Christian Bell, who is Anna, going to be Anna. But they had Margot Robbie playing Elsa. And if that's the case, my daughter loves Harley Quinn, and Elsa was one of her favorites. That's like a marriage, and I'm like, I'm going to have to go see that one, as much as I don't want to. Bye, Pop Cops. Thanks for stopping.
Pop Cops.
Hey, man.
Pop Mafia is here.
Pop Mafia.
On the Bills.
But I want to say there's been a bunch of those like weird, like fake trailers. Like, because I saw one from today, and I'm like, this can't be true. But it might be because of the writer's strike that happened. Is now stuff's getting leaked out. But what is it? The mighty? Oh, was it the Mice from Mars? Apparently, they're supposed to be getting a movie.
That I don't know. I know.
I just saw a preview for that, and I was like, "Hey, this is the biker mice from Mars or something like that." So I was like, "All right."
Nightmare Before Christmas 2 is not happening. Tim Burton said that was never made to be a sequel. That is not happening. There was a book wrote by somebody else, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they might not throw a ton of money in it and it might change his mind. Right now, that is not happening.
Hey, Trent,
that might be.
Do you have an address to send stuff to, or?
Oh yeah.
Is that a negative?
Well, I got an address.
Okay, I need it, please.
I'll send it.
That's the one I didn't even think about till you just said it.
And you're still at the same address, right, Bradley?
Yeah.
Got you on that.
But there's just a lot of weird, especially with the writer strikes, and now there's so many leaks. What's up, Blaze?
Yo, Blaze.
Now, T-Roy's having a family thing and health stuff going on, so we brought in a sub for the week because I kind of like the four-person thing to be able to talk. It helps carry on a better conversation. I like to bring in the guest people, and Bradley, I always watch it, so I knew he'd be here. I'm like, ha, 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 we got a guy to bring in.
Yep.
Might start doing it.
Reef, do you have the glow-in-the-dark? Who's got the guitar? It's one of the newer ones from Stranger Things.
Eddie.
Is it glow-in-the-dark or is it blacklight?
Blacklight.
Or blacklight. I'm sorry, blacklight.
That's Eddie.
Yes.
Okay. Come say I got that in a mystery box the other day too. If you needed it.
I think the only thing I'm trying to do is get another Vecna.
I haven't even seen that now.
The Target. I did get one, but I wasn't able to get two.
The Vecna light I haven't seen. Someone said that was supposed to be out.
Boy, I got it. They sent me mine already.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because he was saying they just released, and I went in and got the Captain. I walked in, they had like 4 of them sitting there. So I'm like, I ain't even waiting. I'm grabbing it. So Trent's got it.
But I got two Eddies. If I can get another Blacklight Vecna, I'm thinking about giving away like the whole set because I got the 11 Dustin, the Demigorgon, Vecna, and then you know what I mean. I'd like to try and do that as a whole set.
We were already talking about Christmas special coming. I got this year's. I won't be using minis ears. I actually went out and got Mickey ears this year. I won't have my pretty bow.
That's if anyone still likes Blacklight. I mean, I feel like everybody's going when you say the word Blacklight pop.
It's just getting everybody's doing over. They've gone everything Blacklight. It used to be an exclusiveness to it. Now there's no exclusiveness to it. Everything's Blacklight. It ain't that I don't
just wait till there's like a Blacklight bleach pop.
Ooh, that'd be great. I'd be buying.
Let's be honest, we already know it's going to be Ichigo. We can't do any other character. Just like with the con, we got to do another Ichigo. Hey, guess what? Next year, we're going to do another Ichigo.
Yeah.
You just got to figure out what form you want. Just figure out a form.
It ain't even
Kampachi. No, we need a Kampachi.
We've had him holding the sword. We've had him turn his sword sideways. We've had him put his sword up. Next time he's going to be putting it on his shoulder. No, he's done that one. He'll be holding it with both hands.
Well, it's just like we were talking earlier about the Inosuke, the new LA Con Inosuke. It's the flocked. That's all it is.
Mama J just hit the X-Lac pops. They're coming out with the Nightmare Before Christmas one where they're half chocolate and the thing's peeled off. My wife will say, like, no.
I'll be getting the TMNT and the Captain America, but I will be waiting till they hit Five Below or a penny a piece.
I think I've seen those. Is that they had like the gold wrapper?
Yes, and they're like down. Some of it was like the wrapper, some of it's gold. It's like
so they got. I think it's Mikey and Donnie are the two. So like halfway down is all from like their chest up is all chocolate, and they both have a big bite out of their head. Which I was like, okay, I want to get those, and then I want to take I have extra Biddy Pops, and I want to put a Biddy Pop in his head, and then I'm going to try and, like, recreate a video and be like, oh, look, I got this chocolate Funko Pop, and, oh, if you take a bite out of it, he's got a little bunny in him, just like how they did with the brain.
Saw him in half and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Venmo sent me an email telling me I sent Justin Brown $55.
Boom.
Boom.
Done.
Where the hell's my verification?
Your verification is we're depositing $50.21.
You just sent it to the shipping department. Now you live in Florida. You just forward it to shipping.
I will tell you, with that one, I'm going to tell people it has to be U.S. because if I'm having you send it out, I don't want any of that international, sorry, or I'd be sending you more money.
Oh, speaking of that, did Musty get his box yet?
He's been asking about it desperately.
Okay.
Right there. That's what we did.
I told him I didn't have the tracking number, but I'd ask you or.
Okay, yeah, I'll try. I believe I have it in my car because I had it. It got sent out, got stopped at the border, and sent back.
Okay.
So then I had to go redo it again, and then send it back out.
I've had that.
But that was what, like 2? Was
See, I've been wanting to send Johnny and Simon a light up custom, but I'm scared they'll think it's a bomb. Going over custom?
Just don't put bomb on the side of it.
It's got like it's got the controller and the little wires going up to it.
Sometimes you take a look at that, I laugh like, okay, I sent something to Critz, and he had it in a week. Then I sent something to Wayne Deacon, and it took almost 3 months, and he was tracking that thing. It went to Australia. It went to, I think, Zimbabwe. I'm not even kidding. Some of the places he's saying where this thing went, he's like, holy cow, it's sitting here. I'm like, the $35 it cost me to send that thing, there's no way with all the places it went that they made any money on that thing. That thing went everywhere, and it was insane. It's like, how do I send something to Critz and it's a week, and I sent something to him and it was 3, almost 4 months?
I remember one time I had something shipped from Whatnot, and it came to the post office, and then it went from like my hometown to Lansing 62 different times in 5 days. So I was like, well, how is that even possible? You know, I go down there and they say, well, when these numbers go off a bin and that bin gets checked in and checked out, and he said, so that bin getting checked in and checked out is your package. I go, then why is my package here? I said, is it taking the trip? I said, man, it's got more miles than I do.
We look at Reese Box from Animal. What took a trip to Cuba for a week or something like that?
Yeah. It got on the wrong plane or something, but it said clear as day, we are in Cuba.
Yeah, Mama J, that's what I'm saying. I sent something to Crids. It took less than a week. He got it. And then Wayne's in the same country, and I sent it to him, and it took 3, almost 4 months. And it went everywhere. It's like, it just happens to be this week we got a bunch to go there, so we'll take it there, or we don't have anything there, so we're going to go over here. Well, nothing to go over there, so we're going to go back over this way. We'll go over here. Someday we might have enough to actually deliver over there.
They use normal jet fuel instead of the expensive jet fuel.
Yeah. I don't get how one time – that's why I get so scared. Like with Reef, I told you, I'm collecting this stuff. I'm going to put a little Christmas gift box together, but I'm probably going to send it after the first year because I'm afraid of what's going to happen. I'm so afraid of shipping this time of year because I still have one of the very first purchases I made on Whatnot. Still says it's in California from 3 years ago. Got scanned in that post office and they cannot find it. Whatnot gave me the money back. Well, Super Saiyan Go tanks.
Well, get this. When I had this box shipped, I also had, I forgot I had Luffy 4th gear or something at my list or whatever when I just hit buy. They were both shipped separately, both with FedEx. So then I got an email saying that USPS had a package. And I'm going, huh? I thought it was FedEx because it said Luffy. I was like, well, okay. Well, then I'm like, well, the UPS come, and the USPS came and dropped my box off, and I got my Luffy. But I didn't have my autograph boxes. It ended up coming with FedEx at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going, did you guys just drop a box off at USPS to have them ship it? And they're like, yeah, that's what we do.
Yep.
They do that here too.
I'm like, you're coming to my house. Why would you do that?
Because they don't get paid to deliver that box.
I don't get it.
UPS down here is big for that.
It happens that I don't get it and how everything goes on. The post office, I sit there and shake my head. I go right to the post office. Everybody talks about using all this other stuff. I'm like, I've never had an issue when I go right to the post office. The only one that I did have an issue with was when I sent it to Wayne and it come back one time. For some reason, UK instead of United Kingdom, they put the Ukraine.
I think the only issue I have sending stuff out during like the Christmas holidays and stuff like that is it just takes longer.
It takes longer, but I've had packages be really damaged. I've had some stuff have the issues of different stuff. I've had stuff that's come up missing. It took a long time to me. And that's why once I send something out, see, I'm not a shop. I don't have extra. So once I send something to you, that's all I got. If something happens, I don't have any more to send you. And that's my fear is, okay, I put all this stuff together, I send it. And because of what I've seen come to me during this time of year, I've never had anything I've sent.
When I seen T-Roy's box, when I sent him all that stuff for his birthday, I was like, dude, send the receipt, or I mean, I got the receipt. Send me some, like, you have to have like some kind of, let's get this going, dude. Like, I got insurance on the box. Let's come on.
Yeah.
Right. Like nothing.
Yep. It's crazy how all that works. I mean, the shipping has always been the fun part to me of anything, just trying to figure it out. It's crazy and how it all works. And
the logistics.
Yeah.
Mama J is probably right. She was, she just put it in there. This time of year, they got a lot of seasonal employees that know they won't be there, so they don't care. They're there for a check. They're just quickly throwing stuff, doing the best they can or what they want to, and not caring.
Yeah, see, with the place I'm at right now, the one thing I love about it, it's got a front porch. So everybody but Amazon will open the door and just put it inside. Amazon will literally just, oh, hey, we can tell that the water comes off the roof right here and the water drips there. So we're going to put this box right in that one spot.
Right where the water is. I mean, they don't want you to slip and fall.
We're going to put it by the gutter.
Yeah.
Still Pops. Don't know which one or both of you. Howdy, guys.
So, fellas.
Those bros.
So,
But yeah, it's crazy to see how they do everything and what they're doing nowadays. It's just insane. The shipping is crazy. I mean, I was going to do, and I keep thinking right now, I was going to do a giveaway tonight, but I'm like going, I'm going to wait and I'm going to put that in and I'm going to do it when I do that Christmas giveaway because that's coming here. Life in the world is moving so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I never even realized, I didn't have this, and I knew Trent told me a couple days ago, literally yesterday I'm talking to you, and I'm like, oh, Lord. I knew it, and everything happened with all the hours I put into work. I forgot all about the NFL. Can you put that tab in there and get that thing going? And, yeah, it's just crazy.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, weekend. It's just the way life is sometimes. It's just long.
You're going, and it's just crazy.
That's how I look at it. Is up until, I think it's February is when February. I think it's late January, early February. Competitive cheer's done, but then we start up travel volleyball. So it's like, okay. I'm like, it's hopefully Sundays. I'm like, I just need one day to rest. I'm like, there's nothing going on, but I'm like, I want one day where I can just be like, yep, I can sleep in till like 6:30 and call it good.
Yeah,
that would be nice. Well, just like my company, they do everything yearly. So for time next year, I have to put in for it's past the time now. By November 15th, I have to put in for vacation for next year. I'm like, I don't even go month by month. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But March for the year. March. We get 3 months in, but in March there's a date that you have to put in everything for the year.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know, like you said, sport events still coming. We don't have the schedules. We got everything going, and it's just insane what's happening to try to plan it out and know what's going on. I mean, I didn't know the stuff with my dad. I didn't know all the other things that you could just go through that are happening and just hitting, and you're like just trying to catch up. Yep. And we're launching that vehicle this next year. I don't know what's going to happen. They make us work Sundays sometimes when that happens. And they don't tell us. They don't have to tell us till Thursday night if we're working that Sunday.
Well, yeah, that's the same way with me. Like, I don't even know my schedule. Like, when I work the weekends, I don't know till 9 o'clock in the morning, and I started at 8. It's like, can I go? I mean, can I call people? What do I do? So you just drive around aimlessly waiting to call people.
It gets to be crazy. I mean, I always call it hostage negotiation. I know what time I go in. I have no idea what time I get out. It depends on what happens. Taking the new job doing repair, they'll call line time, and if 4 or 5 bad cars come off, or if there's something that has to be welded that comes out of there, I've got to do all that. That's part of what I agreed to do by taking this job. So those come off, and everybody else will say gets to leave at 8. Well, those welds take me forever. I could be there 9, 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been times I've left 12, 13 hours. Day shifts coming and going, you still here? Well, I had to finish all this. Be ready. You got this coming. And you never know.
That's how like my Thursday went. I was like, oh, Thursday is my one day where I can work late. But then the next thing I know, you get a guy calling me, hey, I think the truck I'm in is on its last leg. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Okay, no big deal. I get a text message. Hey, I broke down. I need a tow. 45 minutes later, as I'm checking out the truck that just got back, is, oh yeah, this truck. I'm getting a phone call from a rental company saying, yeah, this flying up error code just got to get changed out. So here it is at 2:00 on a Thursday. I'm already at 10 hours going. I got to figure out 3 rentals just so we can run for Friday.
Yep.
So I'm flying back and forth between Lansing and Grand Rapids trying to find a rental truck.
Jamie!
Hey, Jamie.
What's up, Jamie?
These things, if you've ever had them.
Autobots, roll out.
This came from Mr. Bradley.
I really want that one, but I think I don't know which one I got. I do got one like that, though.
Is it Batman?
It is Batman. He's on the stoop thing.
Yeah.
Autobots, roll out.
Yeah, he's right there. Shit.
Probably the worst thing you did, Bradley. Now it's addictive. I put him on my video games, and I'll just hit the top. He's like, Dad, knock it off. I'm playing a game.
You're welcome. Tell him you're welcome.
What other one is there? There's Darth Vader. He does it. Does he do that?
No.
I ended up getting it in a.
Just again, in comparison, here's a 10-inch. Here's this. I don't have any of his 4 inches out of epoxy. I was shocked when I seen this and how big this actually is compared to a normal pop. Like I said, there you go compared to the 10-inch.
Yeah, because that's one of the. It's not quite but the next size up.
I think it was a super.
Yeah.
I think it was a super.
You sure Darth Vader don't do that?
Huh?
You sure Darth Vader don't do that as well?
Darth Vader does. Darth Vader has no lights in town.
Yeah.
That was what I guessed when you said you had one.
Yeah, because it's Darth Vader, Batman, Optimus. Is it the Flash? Or no? That might be just one of the light ones. I know there's a light.
Kylo Ren, maybe.
I know there's a light Iron Man. There's a light up. That doesn't have sound, I don't believe. I feel like there's one more, and he's red.
Yeah, I don't remember all
It was a free gift from Funko.
Yeah.
Dude, every time I buy something and they give me the free gift, it's always something.
Well, that was one of the 3 choices, and let me tell you, the other 2 choices weren't any great.
They would give me one good choice, though, one time.
There's my last free one.
Drop.
Yeah.
My last free one, I gotta say, I was lucky. They had the Disney, they had the Clockworks, they had the Chase.
The clogs were, yeah.
I actually got the Chase.
Wow.
Nice.
I wouldn't complain. It's over in my wife's Disney stuff over there.
I do remember one time I got a My Hero Academia backpack. I didn't order it, but I got it for free with all the other stuff I got. I was like, well, hey, that's
Well, that's about like when I did the everybody's been complaining about Funko, but back when they actually cared about stuff, I did the Maleficent train, and then my wife's pins weren't in there, but the train box was smashed. And I sent them a picture. I'm like, there's no pins. Well, they're like, we'll keep the train. We'll send you a new box. We see how that's destroyed, and we'll send you a set of pins because they weren't in there. Well, then as I took the box and I pulled it open and I started to push it, the pins were actually inside the box. Well, then when I notified them, they're like, well, we already sent it out, so don't worry about it. Keep those for free, too. I'm like, sorry, I wasn't trying to jip you. I showed you what I had and how it was smashed, and I couldn't find the pins. Well, somehow they got shoved inside that Maleficent train.
Huh.
Ended up with a free set of the Disney pins.
There you go.
That's a plus.
I mean, they're not really flying off the shelf, so.
There's a lot of those things that's just crazy with what Funko's doing right now. I cannot believe that they're not guaranteeing a chase.
Oh, and the sodas? Yeah. The soda coolers, I think it's ridiculous.
Well, they're doing it with all their pops now, too. Like, if you buy 6, they're not guaranteeing a chase either.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't do that. I knew about the coolers.
In the channel, Jamie said he wants to make sure he's connected to you guys that aren't. We don't have Christina in here to drop the links. So I know, Reef, do you know how to do all that stuff? I don't.
I'm on it.
All right.
But yeah, I mean that. So if Uncle said that yours no longer buy 6, get it.
Yeah, well, just like you could have bought 12 of those, or the carrots or whatever from one.
Carrots, yeah.
I bought 2 because I thought, it's always been 2.
Right.
But people are buying 12 and not even getting a chase.
There you go. Hey, you got your phone on you? Mama J said
I'm
she'll
doing it
do it.
right now. I thought
Well, I know that.
There
Yeah.
you go, Mama
Well,
J.
because I know they're no longer sending full cases
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of the stores aren't getting them in full cases. A lot of the stores are getting them in 3s.
Right. But that could be the store too. Like our GameStop, they'll bring out like 1 or 2 of something. I'm like, well, did you not get a whole case? Well, they say, well, they'll take your case and like divvy it between stores.
Appreciate that, Mama J.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mama J. But yeah, I think that's like because I talked to when I talked Hot Topic, that's what they say. They either come in 1s, 3s, or 6s.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how they get theirs.
But
So like, yeah, we could get one of them, or we get a bunch of 3s, and they could all be commons.
he talked about the Switch with like Goku. He couldn't order 6 because he was always able to order 6 to guarantee a chase. With Goku, is when they made the Switch. It was in boxes of 3s. He couldn't order 6. They wouldn't guarantee a chase.
And that's what that's a retail store buying from them. So
right.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I've been seeing a bunch of people with those carrots, and people are like, "Oh, I bought 4, and I have 4 chases."
Yep.
I haven't seen
I'm
one.
like,
That'd be like crazy.
That's in a video for later. I got 2, but no chases.
yeah.
I have one of those sold for you.
Oh, and I have 1.
A guy that I work with, he might be there. I'll talk to him and find out if he's going to be there on Saturday because he's the one that took the thing and wanted to show up, but didn't come in when we were off. But he said he's going to make this one. He had me send him the sheet.
Yep, I did get. I got the Armored Luffy chase too in a mystery box.
I don't. Did I send you guys a link? Because there was I don't think it's a new company, but it was a mystery box. I see if I saved the link. 'Cause I found a really cool mystery box out there that kind of intrigued me as far as how they do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is because they actually showed you all the top hits. So like anything that was like $40 more, and every box was guaranteed one of them. And there's only like 20 or 30 boxes. So you're guaranteed one of something in picture and stuff like that. So I'm like, that to me, if you're gonna do like a large mystery box, that is more enticing than like because
right.
I had to try to explain to my coworkers, even though they pull Mystery Grail stars, like it's nothing, and I just sit there going, "Yep, there's $1,000, and I got a $20 pop eventually."
It's how it goes. I like.
So like when you see, like, hey, you look at Mystery Grail, they're showing what 30 pops, 30 to 40 pops out of the 1,500 plus that they're no longer selling out of. I remember like when I first started looking at getting mystery boxes, and it was it's 4:00 our time. Oh, it's only been an hour, and they're sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but now it's like I can buy 3 Sundays. I could probably buy Thanksgiving and Black Fridays right now, and it's like
people are Mystery Grail went to the bank way too much, and people are getting upset over the $8 and the $6 pops and the $2 pops, the dump. That's why they're on Whatnot. They're trying to dump, and some of the stuff they're doing on Whatnot, I look at going, nope. They're putting out their signatures that they're doing. Some of them are nice. They're starting at 7, but then other ones will say, "Oh, this pop right here is at this, and we got to have $100 for it." Like auction site, you put it out there, and people do it.
Are you talking about the $7 a pop Whatnot? I will say I do like. Because I've been on there, because I bought in a few things on there, because especially when they do the jumbo pops, I like to go on there and try and see what I can get. But I went on there, and that's how I did get one of my autograph pops from them, is because, we have this one, and it's damaged, we'll sell it at this. I'm like, well, do you have a Mikey? And they're like, yeah, we have a Mikey, because it's from their signature series. And I'm like, but it's like, we got to have like 150 for it because that's what they sold it. Like, but you're selling the wrap here for 90. I'm like, why would I pay, 60
Right.
bucks more for the same autograph, the same value pop? So then I was like, oh nope, I'm good. I hop off, I hop back on, and they see my name. They're like, oh yeah, did you want that? I'm like, not for 150. I'm like, you offered the other one to somebody for 90, and then they're like, all right, well, I guess we could do 90 on that too. I'm like, it cost you guys what, probably 30 bucks to have Kevin Eastman after everything was said and done, roughly $30 an item to sign.
It didn't cost them that much. A lot of the things, that's where when you're buying it, again, this is where we go from buying from a big company who's doing all these to like buying from me, you, or Reef. We spend that amount of money. They give him X amount. He comes in. By the time it's said and done, they have $5 to $10 into that. You have to, because they're making 300 to 400% markup. They have to. And I understand that they do that. But when they sell the bulk of them and they're selling those one or two, that's when they can offer some deals. As a business person, knowing that, okay, once a year as a bar owner, I know I need to make my amount to cover my insurance and everything. And I do it. But once a year, I would have a big party and I would do dollar beers. And I would make money on those dollar beers. I was only making 50, 60 cents. But when I made that money, people knew that day, and my bar was so packed from open to close, I had to have them put a cooler or trailer out front to make it happen. And they're like, well, why don't you do this all the time? Because if I did that every day, you guys wouldn't be here. You wouldn't make it. I do it once a year. That one day I make a ton of money. I barely cover the stuff, but I make enough. The rest of the year, you have to do things. When they're doing those special sales, they can offer deals. They just choose not.
Well, not only on top of that is, all right, I sell you this beer for $1. Now you're more Now you're more enticing to. All right, let me go get 2 beers. Let me get a shot. All my money comes in liquor. Money doesn't come in beer.
Right.
Well, aren't those? I've never bought one from $7 a pop, but aren't their prices more than if you were to go get it signed by them?
No, and yes, I mean some of their
I
stuff.
think it just depends.
Depends. Well, because you figure you get the pop. Because you figure you get the pop,
Especially the
you get it
anime.
autographed, and it's authenticated. So you get all 3 right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think most of theirs, depending on what you're getting, is they're usually at about that 100, 150 range,
Yeah.
roughly. But so
Well, that's
if
what
you
I'm
think
talking
about,
about. I've seen them sell some expensive Goku signed, and that dude's literally in Orlando all the time, and it's $40 plus $10 to get it authenticated.
Right.
okay, so that's $50, and then it's what, 20, 30 to get in.
No, it's free.
So it's free to get to the event. So if that's spent, then so you're figuring you're at that what, $60 mark.
It might cost $10 in gas there and back.
Yeah. So but you're overall you're probably that, depending on what pop you're getting signed, stuff like that. You have that 60 to whatever invested in it. So in that case, for someone who can get it, yeah, that's. But like, so I wouldn't get somebody really common to do it. Like Kevin Eastman, I don't know if or when he would come back up to Michigan.
Right.
So I look at it as, all right, I spent $90 on it. I got my favorite turtle, and he does the same thing where he draws the face. And I thought about it at one point getting all of them done, but I'm like, you know what? I got my favorite turtle. I'll call it good. And then when T. Roy is all good and better and sends me my comic, because no one else entered his competition, so I'm good on that. So I look at it as kind of, and especially what you're all getting. Like, because for you, yes, it makes more sense. Yep, I'll just go have him personally sign it. But then you get people that can't quite make it to those events, and you look at the secondary market.
Like, I feel like if it has anything to do with anime, they're in Orlando signing stuff.
A lot of the time,
Well, because you have an anime con down there, where like Michigan, there's different cons, and we do get some anime people, but you always have to look at who's going to be there, and then you look at the resale value. Is all right because you can go and like a lot of the $7 pops I have not an issue with, but like the ones I really wanted were like $400.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, let me go look see how much this guy's autographs actually going for. Oh, it's going for 500. It's going for 600 just for like a framed picture. So, all right, they're getting a deal, whatever. But my eye still is like I can't justify spending $300 to $400 on that.
Someone's gonna have to put your link in there real quick for them.
At CCF11. I don't know if I can because I don't think I'm logged in.
Okay.
But so I look at it as it's a hit and miss when you look at their values and what they're posting. Some of their stuff I wouldn't pay. Like as much as I love Sam Del Rosa's stuff, I'm not spending $400 on a mystery pop to have him do.
That's T-Roy stunt double. You didn't know?
You're hitting on the head. There was some of them what they cost and the signatures and going through. Each artist, each person has their own price. Like some of the actors to try to get like, Captain America there, he charges a bit, and then to try to get like Iron Man there, he charges a bit. But yet you take some of these artists like the ladies, some of the ones in there, they don't charge $40-$50. Each cost of a signature depends on what the person wants.
Right, like when we went to HorrorCon there in Grand Rapids, or where all the horror guys were, like Jason, he was $40 cash. Like he didn't accept credit cards, but he was cash. But then you got all the free pictures you wanted with him. Where then, like I went to Mountain Lady, she was $50 to sign, $10 for the quote, and I think it was $30 for a selfie. But if you roped it all in, it was $90. So, I mean, you can have a lot of money wrapped up in these stupid things signing. Like IssueCon, when I go to that one in January, it's going to be Genya from Demon Slayer. He's going to be there signing. He also does Hawks from My Hero Academia. And he's $50. And it says, quote, just tell him to write a quote, and he'll write a quote.
The one that blew my mind was Sanji. When he was there last year from One Piece, he was $40 for a signature, but if you want him to sign a Funko Pop, it was $100. It was $60 more to sign on a Funko Pop.
Premium. Premium item, that's what they call it.
Yep. Yeah. So like when I first met Sam, is if you sign like the pop $10, do have him like art and all that on it. That was I think 60. It was either 40, 50, or 60, one of those. Then $10 for his authentication. But it was like if you had at the time, if you had his any Lethal Protector cover, it was $40 flat rate. Anything else, $10 for an autograph. Because he knows that 90% of the people going there are flippers.
Right.
So he's going to make sure that, hey, I'm going to get my money off of it. Yes, this is my work. I'm going to sign it. If you're going to sign it, make a ton of money off of it, I'm going to make sure I get my premium off of it. And I've also been places that where if you wanted a lesser price on stuff like that, hey, I'm going to personalize it, and I'll charge you the 10 or 15 for it.
Right.
Because if you personalize it, then they get that feeling of, all right, you're not going to resell it.
When I used to go to comic book, just when I was into comics, that was one of the things that a lot of them would do is, okay, if I personalize this to you, and this was way back when I was a kid, so it was way cheaper. It was $5-10 for a signature. But if you want me to put a generic, well, then I think you're a flipper and you're going to make money. So then it's $20 to $30 a signature. So to actually personalize and put a personal quote to you, they charge less because then it was for a fan. Where nowadays I feel like, and you get a lot of the quotes like with Ric Flair, if you get a quote on there, they want more.
Most wrestlers do want more for that quote.
Right.
Well, that's just
because you look at it as they're putting more onto it, and usually that's their trademark is what you're asking for.
Well, and it's like the Ichigo you gave me. Without a quote, it's low priced. If he has one of his quotes on there, it's up there.
Now, just imagine
whoever's the Johnny guy. Like he wants a lot of money for his quote, the way the pricing is on those pops.
Right. See, Johnny Youngbosch, that's what I liked about him. And I didn't realize besides Ichigo. And then you start watching all the people like Trigun, he did that guy. And he was did
Black
different
Ranger.
Ranger. He wasn't the Green Ranger, but he was, actually was a Green Ranger once. He seemed to be the guy who replaced Tommy a lot of the time. He was a Black Ranger, he was a Green Ranger, he was a White Ranger. He did all those after Tommy at one point in time or another. But to see all the different things and what he did and to realize the different things, but just never was one of those guys people knew of other than Ichigo. That was always his biggest one he ever did.
Yep. Yeah, see, I didn't know he did the Black Ranger until I seen they had that series on Chalice where he was signing the Black Ranger. I'm going, what? And then, yeah, I Googled him. He was a Black Ranger.
It's not the exact one. They never had the Black Ranger. The one that is here was the actual black guy who was the Black Ranger is the one they have. But I got that just because Johnny Youngbosch was the Black Ranger for a while. And to me, it's like each
Well, check the newest wave.
Okay.
Because I think the newest wave isn't the Mighty Morphin, which he wasn't part of. Because Mighty Morphin was the first one. Then there's the second wave that might actually be him.
But that was just neat because for me, one of the things I remember is I got the DVDs of Bleach. And one of the things he was talking about in the extras in there, they watch him, Johnny jumped and did a spin kick. And they're like, he goes, it's funny because everybody, they had me being Ichigo and I make these noises. They're like, how do you do it? He goes, watch him film it. He's jumping around. He goes, I'm doing it like I'm actually doing it. He goes, and I can do this because I was a Power Ranger. And they show him do the spin kick in the Power Ranger. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he had so many degree black belt and all that. And he's like, I've just always done this stuff.
Yeah, see, that's like most of the time, like when I see these cons happen in our area, I'll look at the guy and then I will go Google his name and try to find every character that he does or everything that she does or who does to see if it's anything that I'm interested in.
Yeah, see, that's the good thing about these Orlando ones is when a specific person from an anime comes, everything they've played in is surrounding his face.
Right. That was what was weird is the lady who's Mount Lady was also somebody from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And when she started talking with Kaylin, they were the same age. She has a daughter that was the same age. And she loved that Kaylin knew her from that. And it was just weird because she's like, most people are here from Mount Lady. Didn't even realize that she did that. Kaylin's like, it's one of my favorite animes.
I remember that.
I do. And Kay was just so happy. She has that photo signed and still it's crazy because you see the different ones in the animes that mean something for the people that watch the animes. There's always something that we don't realize that we watch and you hear a voice. And to me, it's like, hey, wait a minute.
I know that voice. Yeah. Well, just like if you watch Black Clover, inside Asta, he's got the demon. Do you know who does the demon?
No.
The same guy who does Inosuke. And he just does Eren. He does Eren from Attack on Titan.
Nope.
It's just, what's his name?
Pembroke?
Yeah, Bryce.
Bryce.
Yep.
See, now
he also does Kirito. I'm like, I got Kirito's autograph and I got Inosuke's autograph all at the same time.
Elfman from Fairy Tail.
Yep.
I heard that voice and I'm like, that's Vegeta. That's Vegeta.
His voice is very distinct, though. I mean,
everybody. But I listen to my animes at work. I listen to them more than I watch them.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's times where like Blue Exorcist, I'm listening to the one guy and I'm like, that's Ichigo.
Yep.
100% Ichigo. The brother is Ichigo. And then I check it up and sure enough, it was.
Ren. Is it Ren? I think that's his name, Ren.
I know him as the Glasses brother. I can't remember his name. It's been a bit since I've watched it.
Yeah, but it's just absolutely amazing.
So do all you guys bring the actual pop to get signed, or do you break it down?
I do. I don't because I don't like to open them. I take the whole pop, and I have them sign the whole pop.
The only thing I didn't have,
like, smashed it on you.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm afraid of it happening one day, but I just don't know about breaking it down, sticking it in.
I think that's the reason why I won't get a Grail signed, because I'm afraid of that.
Well,
if he smashes, If he smashes a $14 pop, I'm not really.
As you say
Right.
this, I'm going to defend your choice of it. Because one of the things a lot of people have talked about, if you get a common sign that's worth $8, it's worth $100 to $200. If you get a Grail sign that's worth $100 to $200, it goes up $40, $50.
Right.
You are smarter to get a common sign and have a pop that has no value now get value from being signed than having a Grail sign.
Right.
Yeah, unless you're Captain America.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I do it. I've done it both ways. I've actually had the pop there, had them sign it, and then I had a bigger pop that I had signed. I'm like, I am not toting around a moment size pop. So all I did is I took that out, folded it down, put it in like in a little envelope. That way, when I got there, I could take it out, have them sign it, wait 10 minutes, and then I could close it back up, not have to worry about it smearing or stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, even if you wait, like the one, I thought it was fine. And it just, from all day walking around, because I didn't take it out until Bradley left, it still managed to get smeared, even though I thought it didn't.
Dang.
So this is what I did. Is that like when I had them sign, when I did my bigger signings, I left it all there. I was like, he was like, no, leave it here so I can work and I'll sign on it between, because I was like the very first person that saw. So I was like, yep, here's all my stuff I want done. He's like, yep, leave it here. It's like, as long as you're comfortable leaving it here. I'm like, well, yeah. I'm like, I don't put it past you. I don't think you're gonna sit there and ruin any of my stuff,
Right.
or else you're not gonna get paid for it.
See, I take. You're gonna sound terrible.
Green Bay is beating KC.
And
Wow.
I take, those ones that they come in from Funko, the ones that tops come off, and I cut out the whole center of it, so anything that would touch possibly won't touch it, and then I just carry it around like that, and then there's protection between all of them. That way, if it ever, but that's after it dries.
When you say center of it, you mean the part where the glass is that he signs? You cut that out?
Yep. That way, it's got cardboard all the way around it, so it's got a spacer, and then I take.
So nothing's gonna touch it as it goes in. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I just took all mine in.
Because I was either going to do the folding or put it in a protector right after he signed it. But you guys are talking about it.
No, you have to wait like a good 10 to 20 minutes for that to dry.
See, and I only waited probably 10.
Depending too, because some of these new pens they use, those things are instantly dry. I'm not
these markers. Yeah, these markers that I just bought for signing my customs. I feel like I can rub my hand across it 10 seconds later and it's not doing anything.
But what are you?
5 minutes.
What you got to remember is that you're on plastic. Like you're on that window stuff. That takes a lot for these markers to dry on.
Okay.
I think if you were doing it on the cardboard itself, because it's gotta have something to absorb to. But like, so what Brad is saying is like this is a dual one, but you would just cut it out here and then cut right there. That way it's protected. So, because I put mine just in the Funko hard stack. I was like, they're easy to move around. There's still that little wiggle room in it. They're not nice and tight.
You're right. Yeah, see, at the Grand Rapids show, I let them. They had actually little tables out away from where they were signing. So then after I signed them, I just put them on that table, and we just sat there, let them dry, and then I put them right back in their containers.
See, I thought that was the case, and at the Grand Rapids one, I held the one for Trent for a while. I kept it out, and I thought it was dry, and then I let it go into there, and I thought, oh, because of the way the box, it's not going to grab. And then I put it back in there, and I walked around, and it still smeared a little bit at the very bottom. And I'm like, going, damn it. I remember, I thought
we actually went to the table and said, hey, watch me do this to Trent's pop.
It was insane.
But it was a fun time.
Yep.
But I've also seen more people now getting the protectors signed.
The guy who was going to do Jason, he was going to sign up. Because that's Aaron's guy, so she took it up there and she put it up there, and and he was getting ready to sign it. So, well, no, you got to take it out of the protector, and then sign it, and then we'll put it back in.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people that are taking the hard stacks and they're having it sign on that, because then I was talking to the guy and he was a flipper. He's like, well, I can have him sign this. So I was like, well, why do you want it on the protector and not the pop? He's like, oh, it's a lot easier to sell because then they can have whatever pop they want in there because they're just wanting the autograph. But I feel if it's like that though, like, so say you take, yeah, so I'm like, so if you get one of these signed right here, any little bit of touching this is going to chip at it and just get rid of it. There's no protection.
You'd have to buy a protector for the.
I would still do that for for instance, the Ichigo from you got Animal, the custom. How it's in a hard stack, I would definitely try and get, me personally, that's something I want to try and get signed by Johnny.
So
put my custom in it, but have him sign the hard stack.
So you make two of those. So you make two of the customs, and then you keep one, and then when you go get yours autographed, you give one to him as a gift.
No.
That they do. They like a lot of that. That's cool.
People give them
because usually that'll give you some free publicity, and he might be like, "Oh well, hey." I've seen a couple of them where they give something free, and they're like, "Oh, dude, let me like." They'll post it on their Instagram, and if you have your little stuff on the bottom, stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of times on Instagram, they'll put right there everything that they get from free from people.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is I think that if I did do another Ichigo custom, that would probably be the last time I ever flocked, because it's really hard. Like, flocking is no joke. It's really hard.
We're pushing the 2-hour mark, so we're going to do this part here and get it going. Mr. Bradley, you get to tell everybody what you got going on this week. Give a quick heads up for CCF. If you don't know,
right.
Bradley from CCF.
CCF, we've got we're going to have a video of the Black Friday sales from Chalice Collectibles. So that's going to include their gold box along with the autograph box. I also ordered some of their single boxes, but I think what I'm going to do is when I finally get those, I'm going to take them to the Sunday on the 10th, and then we're going to open them up live for you guys as we're there doing the pop swap. I figured it'd be something fun to do while we're there.
That was their $12 boxes, right?
Yeah, the $12 boxes. Yeah.
So their competition against $7.
Yeah, right. And then I've also going to do the video of all of our autographs we got from Grand Rapids. We're a little behind on that one. And I think nearer closer to Christmas, when you do your giveaway, I'm going to do a giveaway as well.
If you want to, like I said, you're more than welcome to hop on in there. The more people in there, because it helps me to have you guys talking as I'm running all the computer stuff and trying to keep everything labeled. Last year, I thought I did good, but I sent something to the wrong person.
And it happens. But other than that, that's about all we got going on this week. And we got many other multi-pickups that we have to do videos or do things of.
Want to thank you for coming in and helping us fill out. Don't be surprised if somebody doesn't knock on your door a couple times about doing this as things are going.
I like how you guys have fun doing it.
Appreciate it, man.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Take Mr. Trent over here. Hey, real quick before you start what you're doing, whose channel is it on next week?
T-Roy.
T-Roy's out for a while, so do you want to?
You only asked for a week off. He's supposed to be here today.
No, I think he asked for a while off.
Yeah, he said a couple weeks or months or something. I thought.
Really? I must have got the wrong email.
I didn't even.
Maybe you got a different email than we got. I didn't even get it.
Well, like I said, we can wait and see if T-Roy pops in, or do we want to take and be ready and have somebody else take it that we know can be here?
Yeah, I have no problem. Let's wait a couple of days. We'll see what T-Roy says, and then we'll announce it.
All right.
But, really, all I got right now is I have the 2 advent calendars that I'm doing shorts on. We do have the big swap coming up Sunday, which will be a lot of fun. It'll be a crazy one. I'm hoping to move out a lot of inventory, get a lot of stuff cheap. And then after that, I'll be posting, I think, some of it on IG. And also, while we were talking about it earlier, I almost brought it up, is that anybody that's in search of something this holiday season, as far as, even if not just holiday season, but if there's certain pops you're after and stuff like that, go over to Still Bless's Instagram. We have started a link, like I think we talked about last Sunday, of put your in search of. If you're looking for something, I've been seeing a lot and a lot more collectors posting stuff for sale. It's hard times right now for collectors, and if someone's got something that you're looking for, hopefully work on a deal and stuff like that. And I always find it, I like brothers selling something and buying stuff off of people I know, or at least have somewhat contact over than hoping for a mystery box or stuff like that. So other than that, I don't have too much. We're just kind of getting ready for the holiday season.
I hear that. All right. I'll make little Reef go last. I'll pop in. Pretty much I've got a pop-on video. My daughter went nuts. She picked all kinds of stuff up. Someday Reef did an awesome custom for me. If I can ever get my wife involved and get her down here, I got to do the video on that. Bradley knows that pain.
I do. I so do.
And we always do Christmas. We do a huge giveaway on Pophouse. We just set up. We're going to have a video coming out for that soon, so you can get entered. We're going to give away one of Reese's mystery boxes. We got all kinds of stuff coming, and it's just going to be crazy as it all goes. And of course, company, now that y'all know GM's back to work, so my company thinks they need to work us 6 days a week, 10 to 12-hour days, and pump out the cars. So bear with me. My brain's going to be fried a lot lately. I'm going to do everything I can. I don't want to disappear, but we'll see how everything goes. I want to keep this thing crack-a-lacking and going. I want to thank everybody that's been here. Here we're going to go with Mr. Reef. Reef. He's on the big screen.
Man. So I'm going to say the same thing I said last week. My watch hours are kicking ass from my live streams of gaming. So I'm going to stick to it. I mean, I'm not abandoning my Funko videos or collectible videos. It's just if they're only getting 20 views and 3 hours of watch time, and my gaming is getting me hundreds of hours of watch time for only an hour, you know, which one would you do? Like, I want to get monetized, you know.
I agree.
And, I'm not seeing a lot of views at it. You know, if I did a random live about some Funkos, you all come. But I haven't seen like a good 70% of you in the gaming. Even if you just stop by and say hi, you know, that's a couple minutes towards my watch time. You know, help me out if you could, please.
It's hard.
Even if it's a rewind. I mean, I know you got to be getting a notification. If you're getting a notification for my regular Funko lives, you got to be getting a notification for my gaming lives. So I'm going to stick to it. I'm almost there. I'm more than halfway there now. So, yeah, I'm going to stick to the gaming and see how that goes. When I get my monetization and I'm comfortable, I'm going to start doing the regular thing again. You know, do a Funko thing here or there, whatnot, you know. But this gaming, man, it gives me chill bumps talking about it. My hours just keep going up.
It's a lot of fun. I've wanted to do gaming. That's the thing with work. But I'll say this. The viewing right now is down. I've got a lot of subscribers. My videos, I used to get 100, 300. My videos right now are getting 50 to 60 views.
Yeah, me too. Like nobody's watching anymore. And if they do watch, they're skipping through it.
Way to go, Quick Draw.
Well, no, Quick Draw, that's what he's saying.
Oh, shit. He's still in here?
They enjoy picking on those little kids. That's where it's like.
Yeah.
I will say it's really kind of weird. Pop hunt videos that honestly I don't think they're as fun to watch, but obviously people do because that's where I get my biggest views and most watch time is me going out and filming what's on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
When I think I'm picking and laughing and having the most fun with my kids and why I do it and joking, those videos sometimes don't get as many views, but those are the videos I'm happy making.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I enjoy.
Yeah, I hate videos.
Right.
Like, I can't stand doing videos, but I do them. And I thought I was doing a decent job, but it's just not getting them hours like you're saying anymore. It's just not. these live games, it's just boom. Them hours are coming in.
Well, and especially over the next couple of weeks. So you figure in 2 more weeks, you got everybody getting ready to go back on winter break.
Yep.
So that's when you're going to start seeing, especially in the gaming community.
Believe me, it's an amazing feeling if you can make 10 Funko videos and post them at the end of the week. Look, and you're like, well, shit, my hours barely even went up, and you can do 2 gaming lives, and it quadrupled the 10 Funko videos. You know what I mean? It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
Lives.
Especially lives, and then with shorts and how fast you can generate subscribers for shorts.
Right.
To get to your 500 to your 1,000.
Same thing. You bust shorts out, you're guaranteed tons of subscribers. Tons.
Yep.
Look at this time last year, I didn't even have 900. I was hoping to hit 1,000. Now, at this point in time, with just doing 1 to 2 shorts a day, I'm pushing 4,000 subscribers.
See, I really like shorts, but I haven't been doing them because I've been dedicating all my time towards these lives.
But shorts don't take me any time to do. I've already filmed a lot of the stuff, and I use little stuff that's there. Literally, I can put a short up in 5-6 minutes.
Reef, what you should be doing is taking your gaming live, cutting a clip out of it, and just make those into shorts.
I do, but see, when I do that, it still follows into the reason why I hate doing videos. I have to edit.
Those you really shouldn't, because if you just go to your video and hit clip, and you can do that 15-second or whatever it is, and then all you're doing is you still just have. I mean, you're gonna have to go in there and do all your hashtags and all that, but then there's no editing, there's no nothing. I
get what you're saying, but the people want to see. So if I do let's say a snipe short of my Fortnite or COD or whatever I'm playing, Rogue Company. If I do a snipe, I'm not just showing you me run up to some hill and snipe one person. I'm editing in at least.
You're doing a montage.
He does.
And my problem is when I do that, I love to find a song that goes with it. So if the guy, like the headshot song of one of my shorts, where he goes, boom, headshot, boom, like I'm matching it up to what he's saying.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting into the boat of editing, and I don't like it.
That's where I do a lot of the songs, and I like to switch, and I do different parts of the songs. Sure. Like I notice a lot of people when I do my One Piece videos, 99% of everybody out there is using the Japanese one because it's easier to find. I found the American version, and I haven't seen many people using the American clip version of it from Funimation. So I'm using it in English. It's crazy how just by spending a little bit of time editing, you can find something. But once I get it and I get it down, I'm a click and paste guy. I can edit something, bang, 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 once I have it down. And I will do a lot of the same thing. But that's my fear that I do a lot of the times, even like with my videos. I get in a rut where a lot of it feels like it's the same click and paste. And I have to bring myself to change it up. Like, I'm still using the intro from almost 3 years ago when my daughters aren't even that little. I need so much to change that. But I just have to have time to sit down and make a new one And I know what I'm going to do. It's just doing it. I'm going to do like me coming up. Lorna's going to be playing her Fortnite. Come on, Lorna, let's go. We got to do an intro. Then I'm going to be coming up to Kay. And then all of a sudden it's going to be like, we're all here. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Then it's going to be, hey, welcome to Pophouse. Kind of the same but different with me chasing them all to get them in here. I got the idea. I just got to do it. And
Got to do it.
it's having time to get it done.
That's the hard part.
Yep, quick draw. Let the bodies hit the floor. Guys, I don't know about I am starving. My stomach is killing me. So
King's down here waiting to get warmed up.
we're gonna end this with I want to thank everybody who's been here, all 10 of you, for hanging out. Don't forget the Christmas stream. Thank you for showing up.
Don't forget to come over to CCF and enter your chance to win the assignment series.
To win there.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a Reef mystery box that's gonna be on my channel. I'll get that up there hopefully this week or next week for the chance to enter it. And guys, on that note, how I love to end every video. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you, everybody. You guys are awesome.